What's up, everybody? It is kind of late today, so I can't be as loud and as enthusiastic as I typically am. But, in this video, I want to talk to y'all about this topic right here. Have y'all ever talked to somebody or made friends or dated anybody, and while you're talking to this person, the only thing that they actually talk about is like their sex life, what they did with other people. Say, for example, that you are a guy and you're friends with a woman and she is bragging about all the dudes that came through and blown her back out. Typically, you don't want to hear that stuff, but if you are actually listening to it, it's a chance you're listening because you're getting turned on and you're aroused. You might like the girl, so you might put up with it. Has this ever happened to y'all? Me, I've been the person that has bragged about this type of stuff, and what I've learned is that the main reason you talk about the type of things that you've done with another person or the things you've done in the past because you are reliving your glory days. But in this predicament right here that I got pulled up, this person is actually in their glory days. So this guy's like, you know what? Look, this girl that I'm friends with and everything, she keeps telling me about the dudes that's blowing her back out. But what's funny is this dude used to be this girl's boyfriend and everything. So when dudes talking about, oh, I'm just her best friend or a guy best friend, this is one of the reasons right here why I ain't hear none of that shit. You're not gonna be a girl that I'm dating's guy best friend, because most of the time the guy best friend don't boink the girl, and unless you want to be man enough to accept that she has a guy best friend and I'm blowing her back out plus her mouth, you might not want to entertain any of that, because I'm not entertaining any of that. So let's go ahead and dive into this video. But let's see where we want to start. Let's go right from the top. It says, I guess AIO stands for Am I Overreacting? Telling my girl best friend to not talk about her hookups and sex life with me. If this is your friend, per se, your girl best friend, why does it matter? If she want to talk about all the dudes that don't chugged around her and played in her mouth or her butt, whatever it might be, she's your friend. Who cares? Just listen. Go ahead and embrace it. But the only reason that this would bother you is that you're not really her friend. Maybe you like her and you're secretly holding back information, saying that you actually like her. So let's go ahead and read it. It says, I'm a 24-year-old male. Want to set a boundary with my friend. She's a 22-year-old female. She and I dated for 3 months. There it is. So y'all go from being the dating, the couple, lovey-dovey, to just being a regular old, oh, we're just friends now. Nah, this is why I say I ain't trusting no guy best friends. This dude say, my girl best friend. She's your best friend. No, you're a male orbiter now, hoping to get a second crack at it. And I'm not a fool. No male orbiters, no guy best friend. This guy's already in that category, so just accept it. You said, I'm her first body, if body count matters to anyone. She's since had 10 more new bodies, 16 if I'm counting since I've met her 3 years ago. I know it doesn't matter, but I've heard about it every single time it happened. And meanwhile, I've only have one new body only since I broke up with her. So fucking what? Why does it matter? The girl could suck down 100 different dudes and everything. If you're her guy friend, her guy best friend, this should not bother you one bit. The main reason this is bothering you is because you want her back. If you never wanted her back, you ain't give a damn who she talking to, how many dudes she don't smash. You talking about her body count. Why is her body count racking up bothering you in the first place? If she's not your girl, she's not your world, she's nothing. Who cares? Let her fuck whoever she want. But me personally, I would not be pretending to be friends with a female. Look, only way I'm being friends with you is if we're friends with benefits. Friends with me boinking you the same way the rest of these 16 other guys don't boink you. But you mad because you only smashed one other woman and accepted the friendship role like a fool, like this woman allowed you to do. So let's go ahead and read the rest. It says, we FaceTime because she lives far now. We don't meet in real life to hang out, and she said she wouldn't hang out with me if she could because she doesn't want to hook up with me. So a person tells you that they don't want to hang out with you, don't want to be in your presence, they don't fuck with you like that, why in the world would you keep entertaining them? Why would you keep hanging out with people that do not enjoy being in your presence? Only people that need to be in your presence is those that actually want to be around. Don't hang out with people that doesn't want to be around you, because you're gonna end up like this guy right here, accepting the guy best friend. How the fuck are y'all best friends and your best friend said that they would never hang out with you? Y'all are essentially pen pals and you're a simp and a sucker for waiting in line. This is what you're really doing, but you don't want to call it for what it is. The dude said, every time she tells me the newest situation, shop, or hookup, I feel inadequate with myself and my barren sex life. He said, I recently became diagnosed with mental health problems and I always have struggled with women. She tells me how they treat her all nice and then after she gives it up, they treat her bad. Hey, just how it is sometimes. A lot of dudes, they out here on some scumbag stuff. They gotta get it how they live. It says, and I comfort her. I'm not in love with her, but I have found it hard to move on, and she clearly has moved on. I don't add that word in there, but this is exactly what I'm saying. Like, you're claiming to be her fucking friend, but you say you're finding it hard to move on from her. The reason you ain't moved on from this woman right here that's getting fucked by a bunch of dudes is that you don't have the abundance to do so. If you had like 3 or 4 other females that are trying to get some of that meat from you, you won't have this issue. But you know, we not in the same predicament. I'm not about to be where you are, waiting around for a woman that said that she would never see me because she never wanted us to hook up. You been a fake friend, a guy best friend who could never get close to her, that has feelings for her, and she getting out here slutted out by a bunch of different dudes and come running to you about how good dudes love. This is what you deserve. This is what you are gonna keep getting until you have the balls to move on from her. And I'll be like, look, if you ain't trying to do me the same way you doing that, I'm not playing Captain Saberhold. Give me some ass the same way you giving them. I want the royal treatment. I'm not going to treat you like dirt and get rid of you. I'm going to just keep having a little fun with you, but we can still be friends. That's how I'm going to look at it. But this dude right here, I comfort her after God treat her bad. Man, get the fuck out of here. I ain't no sucker. I'm not taking care of you. Go ahead and go find someone else to take care of that. Let me take care of the backside. Let me take care of you missing the clothing. I don't want to take care of you crying because some dude did you dirty and sent you back to the streets. Don't send her back to me. Let me send her to the streets as well, the same way that they doing it. Then the man also said this. He said, recently, she started telling me about how her old Mexican neighbor keeps flirting with her and wants to fuck her. I personally do not want to know whether or not she fucks this person. The idea of her not wanting to have sex with me, but wanting to give it to an old man bothers me way too much. See, this is what I'm talking about. You're not her best friend. You're not her boyfriend. You are nothing. You are a guy waiting to clap some cheeks. You are what they call a male orbiter, a guy waiting around to get in line to get something from a woman that doesn't want him. These type of dudes typically are the guys that sitting crowding a woman at a desk in her office. It'll be like 5 or 6 different dudes just lined up talking to the same woman every single day. You know what I'm talking about. If you work in an office setting, you've seen this shit before. It'd be some lame losers or some dude flirt with the same woman. Now look, I get in there and I ask for a number and she ain't talking to me, then fuck it, I'm keep it moving. I'm not about to keep giving you the damn attention to pretend that I actually like you and I don't like you, or I'm just trying to be friends. No, I'm here for some cheeks, and if I ain't get what I came for, you ain't get none of my time, because my time is precious. It says this, where I'll leave off at. It says, the idea of her not wanting to have sex with me but wanting to give it to some old man bothers me way too much. I know we can't even have sex, but it's the principle that she has told me she won't ever show me her body again. But why the fuck you talking to her? If this girl done told you that you ain't never gonna get to smash again, and you still lingering around with this false hope, consoling her and making her feel good when other dudes blowing her all her guts out, all different angles, and you sitting there just hugging her, telling her it's okay. You a fool, man. I get this female out of here. I ain't doing none of this shit. It says, so my question is, if I tell my friend to never update me on her sex life from this point on, and I explain that I feel bad when she tells me about it because I feel incapable as a man. Would I be controlling, or would I just be setting a boundary? You man, that's not even a hard question to answer. Be honest, like you saying that, are you setting a boundary? Yes, this is setting a boundary, but for you to keep calling her a friend makes you a fake man. You're not a real friend. Real friends don't boink friends. You are trying to get back in there as a boyfriend or a guy that gets to smash them from, on an occasion and stuff. You're not a damn guy best friend. You're a faker. Stop male orbiting, doing what male orbiters do, hanging around women that's getting banged by the dudes but you. Then he said, I know the risk is that she will stop talking to me at all if I start what's that, policing or policing her. Yes, policing her on what she can talk about with me. No, it's not. You, like you said, you setting a boundary. You don't want to talk about something. You don't talk about something. That's like you talking about a body that's unalive and stuff, and it makes you feel uncomfortable because you don't want to talk about things that's no longer on this earth with us. So you like, you know what, just keep talking. Let's not talk about any of that. There's nothing wrong with that. You just stating your boundaries. So telling her that you don't want to talk about dudes smashing her, if she can't respect that, then she don't respect you. She just like telling you about the dirty thing that she won't tell somebody else. But the truth is, I'm fine with her absence. Well, if that's the case, why are you feeling uncomfortable when she talk about other men? You shouldn't even give a fuck. If you don't care if she not fucking with you over there, why does her words bother you right here, wherever you might be located? He said, she's making me into some cuck. You making yourself into some cuck, bro. You out there tolerating this shit like a wimp. It says, that's how I see it. And it says, is this an overreaction or am I valid? Dude, everything you saying, a lot of the stuff you saying is a bunch of bullshit. Like, you entertain this woman, calling her your friend when you have emotional ties and a connection to her makes you a fake man. You're not a real friend. Friends don't want to mess around with their friends. You are out here being very deceptive, and what type of guy that you are, I would not want you near my girlfriend. When men like you are waiting to get your turn, and if I would have found out, I'm like, bro, stay away from my woman. And any dude that's allowing you to still stick around, he'll be a dumbass to let you do it, because this is not what friendships look like. You are a fake friend and you're upset because she's fucking other dudes. Instead of you waiting around, how about you move on and let her live her life? That's what I would have to say about that whole topic. So before I continue on, I want to go ahead and bring up something a little bit nice. Say, for example, that you guys have like a girlfriend or a boyfriend and you want to buy them something nice for the holidays. Black Friday about to roll around. So I want to do something nice for y'all. I'm going to go to my website right here, Labz.com and everything. Labz Studio, as y'all see right here. I'm gonna be selling some jewelry and stuff, and we gonna have some discounts going. Maybe like 30% off or 40% off, whatever it might be, whatever pops up. Y'all need to get on here and get y'all a discount and get y'all a lover, something nice, so they could be looking good. Look at these earrings right here, man. Come on. All right, so let's get back to the video. Alright, so let's see what the first person had to say about you getting upset because the girl you're talking to is getting her back blown up by other men and you don't want to hear nothing about it. The first person said this: there's a lot to unpack here, but I'm just going to keep it short. You are not over her, so you shouldn't be friends. Why are you doing this to yourself? Exactly. You want to be something more than that. The only reason her words hurt you because you like her. You still have feelings for her. You said y'all did it for 3 months, and this is 3 years ago. Now she don't fuck like 16 dudes, and it's bothering you because you really like her. If you didn't like her, you didn't care who she smashed, you wouldn't be even entertaining any of this stuff. Like, there's a girl that I be kicking her with and everything. She tell me about how dudes talk to her. I don't give a fuck. She ain't my girlfriend. We ain't gonna be no boyfriend, girlfriend no time soon. So tell me all the things you wanna tell me. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna understand it. But as long as you bring that booty to me, everything else is fine. That's all I'm caring about in the moment. Man, I just need being straight honest about it. If y'all ain't made no official arrangements and commitment to like a situation, then why would you feel some type of emotional connection to it and allow it to be a burden to you internally? Don't let that stuff bother you, because it ain't gonna bother me. The next person, They said, I think you're setting a boundary in this scenario. You aren't a free sex therapist. You're supposed to be a friend, and friends don't make other friends uncomfortable. Communication is key. He is not just a friend that's a problem. He wants to be a lover. He wants to get back in there and do what the other guys are doing, but she up here racking up, tally marks and points and stuff by, living her fantasy out with other guys, and she's up there telling him, like, you would never get a chance at me, but it is what it is. You're just a fucking loser to some extent. That's what I'm getting from it. But this dude like heartbroken because he don't want to let it go. And the person right here said, this doesn't sound like a healthy relationship anyway. She sounds obsessed with getting gratification from male attention, whereas you seem a lot more down to earth. Some distance here may be good. A lot of distance here would be good. Leave this woman alone. She's not for you. You don't want to be her friend. You want to fuck her. You want to be with her again. Instead of you learning to get on over her and everything, you sitting there clanking on to old emotions. Let that woman move on. Let her tell her little fantasies off to some other dude, some other fool instead of you. But, if you want to keep listening to this nonsense, that's totally up to you, man. You're going to be feeling hurt even more every single day you do it. This woman right here, I think it's a woman. It looks like a woman. Well, like an avatar, but it says referring to them as bodies when you're as old as you are is weird and embarrassing. You sound like a high school freshman. Yep, guess be some female stuff. Maybe 19. Who knows, man? This person said, while I think you're well within your rights to ask her to stop, just be aware that she will likely stop talking to you. I imagine this forms a large portion of your conversation time. Yep. The only time that the girl probably called him is when she telling him about all the nasty things she did with other men, and he like, oh, yeah, I guess, and he just listening, and he know it hurts him. I'm not about to listen to some bullshit. If I don't like it, I'm about to end the conversation. Like, look, you know what? It's getting late. I can't really talk about this right now. How about the two of us talk another day? And anytime she brings the same topic, I'm about to slowly start making my exit because I'm not going to tolerate it. But this dude, you letting it go on so much. Now you're asking the world, you're asking the internet, what should I do? Should I keep allowing this woman to use me as an emotional tampon and tell me about all the penises that she done put in her mouth? Or should I move on? This is what you're doing. Me, I'm not doing any of that. If a woman tells me some stuff that I don't want to hear, I'm just not going to keep talking to her. I'm going to let it go. This person right here, next person, I think it's a guy, said, well, obviously it's a guy, says in his name, he says, you're 24, stop calling these sexual partners bodies, not to be old, but Jesus, this generation is so fucked, laughing out loud. Next person, I'll probably do about maybe like 3 more, call it a night, because it definitely is late over here. It says, I'm saying this as a woman. You are friends with this woman because you want to sleep with her and you're jealous of the men that do. I can smell it a mile off. Please end this friendship now for your own sake. You'll only end up hurt. This is the same thing I'm saying. You're not really her friend. You are a male orator trying to get this woman to like you, but at the same time, she's liking the way the other penises taste in her mouth. And you have to hear it because you're faking a friendship. If you don't want to keep hearing this shit, then stop talking to her. Leave her alone and move on with your life. Stop being a fake friend and get your happily ever after somewhere else. Oh, man. This dude, he tripping, man. So let me read this one. Just tell her to stop talking about it with you. Period. Sounds like she's trying to rub it in your face, to be honest. I'm not sure what NTA stands for, but I'm telling you, like, I don't know. I'm not trying to say she's rubbing in his face, but sometimes when you like something to a great degree, you like to tell people about it. You like to tell your friends about it. You like to tell people about what it is that you enjoy. When people tell you about something more than one time, I like to believe that this is what they really want to talk about. This is what's on their mind. This is what really drives them in this moment in their life. So you can encourage them to keep talking about whatever it might be. In his case, her getting dick down. Or you can stop talking and let somebody else do the talking about that topic, because they're going to talk about it with somebody or they're going to lose their mind. Oh, man. So let's find one last contender. Let's go with this one. It says from the desktop professional. It says either block her and stop being friends, or learn what you can from her to try to improve yourself. Hit the gym and exercise a ton, and that will help you mental health and your physical condition, which will in turn improve your sex life, which you can then share with her in excruciating details. Look, no matter how attractive you get, no matter how muscular you get, as a man, you can never get more action from, a sexual partner than a female. Just the facts, man. Most dudes are horny dogs and they'll fuck anything that walks. But a woman easily puts it out there. You can be big, you can be skinny. Some dude gonna bite, but that man try the same thing. It's just not the way it is. This is just a reality and the nature of the beast. As long as you have a GG or a JJ down there, you got the power. And dudes talking about going to the gym, go get muscles and become attractive, you're gonna get it more than a woman. Look, I can get what I can get, but I'm pretty sure the same lukewarm women that I might talk to, or butt ugly woman, or whatever it might be, they can always get it 10 times more than me, and that's just the way the hustle is, man. So I'm gonna have to live with that. So outside of that, I do got one final question. Let's go right back to the top of it. It says, well, my question is this: how many of y'all are faking being friends and tormenting yourself, listening to women or men tell you about their sexual life, and you wishing that it was you instead of some other man or a woman banging the person you want to be with? Me, I'm not hearing none of that. If you tell me about that, I know I'm hitting it too. So that's just how it's going to have to happen. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe. This your boy, Labz, and I'm out.